Students, in this video we will study law of mass action. Now students, let's see what is the law of mass action. The rate at which a substance reacts is directly proportional to the active mass, and the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of the active masses of the reactants. Students, once again we will see what is the statement of law of mass action. According to law of mass action, the rate at which a substance reacts is directly proportional to the active mass, and the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of the active masses of the reactants. Students, this is the statement of law of mass action. Law of mass action describes the relationship between the active masses of reactants and the rate of reaction. Students, here we use a term active mass. We must know what is meant by active mass, right students? Now, active mass means the term active mass represents the concentration in moles per cubic decimeter of reactants and the products for a dilute solution. Students, what is meant by active mass? Active mass is used to represent the concentration of reactants or products in mole per cubic decimeter for a dilute solution. I hope this term is clear to you students. Now students, we will study the derivation of equilibrium constant expression for a journal reaction. Now, derivation of equilibrium constant expression for a journal reaction. Now students, we consider a journal reaction, right students? Consider a journal reaction in which A moles of A on reaction with B moles of B, right students? In a reversible reaction, they will react it together and they will form C moles of C and D moles of D. We get C moles of C plus D moles of D. Now students, rate constant for the forward reaction is Kf, right students? And the rate constant for reverse reaction is Kr. Kf is the rate constant for forward reaction, while Kr is the rate constant for reverse reaction. The reaction consists of two reactants. We can say the reaction consists of two reactions, that is forward reaction as well as backward reaction. This is the reaction which consists of two types of reactions. The forward reaction, in which A moles of A and B moles of B, they will combine together, right students? And the reverse reaction or the backward reaction, in which C moles of C and D moles of D, they will chemically combine together and will form reactants. Now students, we will see the forward reaction. Now the rate of forward reaction, we will calculate the rate of forward reaction. Now in forward reaction, A and B are the reactants, while small a and small b are the coefficient of balanced chemical equation. Coefficient of balanced chemical equation means number of moles of A as well as number of moles of B. Students, once again we will write the journal reaction to find out the rate of forward reaction. In order to find the rate of forward reaction, once again we will write the journal reaction. Now students, let's see what is the journal reaction. The journal equation for reaction is A moles of A on reaction with B moles of B, right students, will form C moles of C and D moles of D, right students? Now we know very well the rate constant for the forward reaction is Kf. Kf is the rate constant for the forward reaction. Here students, we can notice small a and small b. These are the coefficients of the balance equation, right students? These coefficients shows the number of moles of A as well as number of moles of B. Similarly, capital A and capital B, these are the reactants for the forward reaction. Now in forward reaction, if we want to calculate the rate of forward reaction, that is Rf, then RF is directly proportional to the molar concentration of A raised to the power A into molar concentration of B raised to the power B. So we will write the rate rate of reaction for the forward reaction. So rate for the forward reaction is RF is directly proportional to A raised to the power A. Coefficient of the balance equation changes to power B raised to the power B. Right, students? Or we can, if we want to replace the proportionality sign, right, students, then it becomes equal to RF is equal to KF, right, students, into A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B. Students, here we use the square brackets. The square bracket means the concentration of molar concentration of A as well as molar concentration of B, where RF is the rate of the forward reaction. RF is the rate of the forward reaction, right, students? RF is the rate of forward reaction. Square brackets represent the molar concentration of reactants, right, students? Square bracket for A is the molar concentration of A. Similarly, square bracket for B is the molar concentration of B. While small a and small b, right, students, these represents the number of moles of A and number of moles of B, while Kf is the rate constant for forward reaction. Kf for the rate constant for forward reaction. I hope this is clear to you, students. Now, students, we will see the rate of reverse reaction. Rate of reverse reaction. Once again, we will write the general reaction to understand the rate of reverse reaction. Students, we know what is the general reaction. A moles of A on reaction with B moles of B, right, students, will form C moles of C and D moles of D. Now, students, rate for reverse reaction. The rate constant for reverse reaction is, if we write the rate constant for reverse reaction, then it becomes equal to Kr. It is a rate constant for reverse reaction. Now, students, the rate of reverse reaction. Rate of reverse reaction is directly proportional to the molar concentration of C raised to the power C into molar concentration of D raised to the power D. So, rate of reverse reaction can be written as RR. RR is the rate of reverse reaction. It is directly proportional to molar concentration of C raised to the power C into molar concentration of D raised to the power D. Or we can write as rate of reverse reaction is equal to KR. राइट स्टूडेंट्स, हमने प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी के साइन को ख़त्म किया, ठीक है, और हम इसको इट विल बी इक्विवेलेंट टू KR, दैट इज रेट कांस्टेंट फॉर रिवर्स रिएक्शन. इट इज इक्विवेलेंट टू C रेज टू द पावर C into D raised to the power D. Dear students, once again here we will see RR is the rate of reverse reaction. Right, students? Square brackets shows the molar concentration of products. That is, here the square bracket of C shows the molar concentration of C and square bracket of D shows the molar concentration of D. Small c and D, these are the number of moles of C as well as D. Right, students? We know very well C and D, these are the coefficients of balance equation. While write the rate equation, these coefficients changes to power, while KR is the rate constant for reverse reaction. I hope this is clear to you, students. Now, students, we will see what will happen at equilibrium stage. When equilibrium stage is attained, then what will happen? At equilibrium state, rate of forward reaction and rate of reverse reaction becomes equal. So we can write at equilibrium stage, rate of forward reaction becomes equal to the rate of reverse reaction. So we can write as rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of reverse reaction. RF is the rate of forward reaction while RR is the rate of reverse reaction. Now by substituting the values of RF and RR, right students, we know very well RF is equal to, since we know, as we know students, RF, it is equivalent to KF into A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B. Similarly, RR is equal to KR C raised to the power C into D raised to the power D. Suppose this is equation number 1. Right students, now we substitute the value of RF and RR in equation number 1. अगर हम equation number 1 में RF और RR की value substitute कर दें, right students, then we will get, by substituting the value of RR and RF in equation number 1, we will get KF into A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B is equal to KR into C raised to the power C into D raised to the power D. By substituting the values, we get this equation. By taking constants one side, we will have, if we take the constant one side, right students, then we will have KF upon KR. KF upon KR. It becomes equal to C raised to the power C into D raised to the power D over A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B. Now students, we know very well Kc is equal to C raised to the power C into D raised to the power D over A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B. What is Kc students? Kc is the equilibrium concentration constant, or we can say it is equilibrium constant. Kc is equal to C raised to the power C into D raised to the power D over A raised to the power A into B raised to the power B, or we can say Kc is the ratio of the molar concentration of product to the molar concentration of reactants. Since we know C and D, these are products, right students, in the general reaction, while A and B, these are reactants in the general reaction. So what is Kc? Kc is the equilibrium concentration constant. And what is Kc? It is the ratio between the molar concentration of product of the molar concentration of product to the product of the molar concentration of reactants, right students. So we can write Kc as, हम Kc को इस तरह से भी लिख सकते हैं, Kc is equal to Kf upon Kr, rate constant for reverse reaction over rate constant for forward reaction, right students. Kc is the equilibrium constant. A law of mass action can be defined for the general reaction as rate of a chemical reaction is directly proportional to the product of the molar concentration of its reactants raised to the power equal to the number of moles in a balanced chemical equation of reaction. Right students, I hope law of mass action is clear to you students.